Hey, Kevin Burkle here. So I wanted to share with you three really important things you need to really understand and dig into before you launch your next Facebook ad campaign. There is tremendous changes going on in this platform. I'm sure you see it every day. I mean, it's in the news. But these three things are still holding really true to getting just better results for your campaigns. So the first really important one that you gotta really be mindful of and spend honestly a lot of time digging into is who are you targeting? You can have best ad in the world, but if you're not targeting the right person, you are not going to see results. So kind of with that, what you need to really do is spend a lot of time and think about, hey, I'm selling this product or service. Um, who is this person that's going to buy it? Think about it. Maybe they buy a certain product, watch a certain TV show. Think deeply about it, and then go into Facebook and do some research and see if some of the existing stuff that's there matches up. And if it does, you have a pretty good idea of your targeting. If you have an existing list of customers, what you want to do right off the bat is upload that into Facebook, create a custom audience of that, and then do a lookalike. Essentially what a lookalike is, if you are not aware, it's Facebook will match those people up, and then there'll be similarities between them, whatever it is. Facebook will find it, and then they'll go out to the population of the country you're targeting and find those people. That's why it's called a lookalike. Think of it almost like amplifying your customers or cloning them. It's a great way to get really great targeting. If you don't have access to that, or let's say you've tried lookalikes that haven't worked, another thing you want to try is it's called Oracle the Data Cloud. And this was actually a lot of the previous third-party data that was on the platform. Income, in-market, homeowner, all that stuff was actually provided by Oracle. So it's still there. So actually, I went out and signed a contract with them. Something you could do as well, but there is a process to it. And these audiences, you can get really refined on who you're targeting. You can get somebody that's in market for a certain brand of vehicle, certain type of vehicle, watch certain channels. You name it, it's in there. But getting back kind of that targeting, you want to make sure that your targeting is on point and you're really thinking deeply about, hey, who are you going after and why? And then after that, once when you really have your targeting in line, you got to build an ad that really speaks to that person personally and their pain point. If you don't do it, they're not going to click. And again, you can have the best ad in the world, by the best copywriter. You can spend thousands of dollars on this ad, but if you're targeting the wrong person, they're not going to click and they're not going to buy. So you got to make sure that, number one, you have really solid targeting in place. You understand who you're targeting. Number two, you have an ad that speaks to them, touches on their pain point, and really, stands out in the newsfeed, because you are competing with people's attention. People have 2-second attention spans today. They just do. They're glued to their phones. So you gotta have something that really stands out. Typically, videos work really well. Some eye-catching images can do really well for you. But after that, once you have kind of those two things aligned, you got your targeting in place, you have great ads. The final piece is you're gonna make sure that where you're sending them to after they click that ad is a continuation of that ad. So you're sending to a landing page, make sure you touch upon what you're talking about, touching on those pain points. There's big difference between traffic that comes from Google and traffic that comes from Facebook. And the big difference is that with Google traffic, that traffic, for the most part, they know about it, they want it now, that's why they're searching for it. While Facebook and Facebook's true scaling capabilities comes into where you understand what these people are interested in, what they want, and you just have to kind of sell them on it. A little bit more than with that Google, but your potential upside is so much bigger because the pool is so much bigger with Facebook. With Google, you're limited to people doing the searches. And plus, the CPC rates are really, really expensive. But you can definitely find some really profitable stuff with PPC. That's why, especially when I'm running ads for somebody, I always like running their pay-per-click ads as well as Facebook and using them, together. But, those are three really important things you really got to be mindful of. I hope the next time you build a campaign, you really dig deeply and you kind of work on these three things to make sure they all align. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get great results with Facebook ads. That's the way I've been able to get great results. And if you really spend the time, you'll start to see just better results by really digging deeply again into your targeting, the ad copy as a continuation of the targeting, and then finally that landing page. So I hope this was helpful, and definitely use this next time you're running Facebook ads, and I'm sure you'll definitely get great results.